Alright, so I got a 5L40E pump and bell housing out of a 2003 series BMW. This comes from one of the BMW specialty shops that I help out when they need it or when they have issues they can't figure out transmission-wise. So I guess they've done some work to this transmission. They did some work in the past, and probably it keeps coming back. All right, here is the reverse and direct drum. This is right behind the pump, and they brought me, I believe these are the direct clutches, or what's left of them. I mean, these things are, you know, these things, forget it. You know, these things are totally shot. So possibly, I think it keeps coming back, maybe with that clutch being burnt out, but apparently from what the guy said, I think it's been back a couple of times. So then they called me and they talked to me. So I asked them to bring me the, pull it out and bring me the front, you know, the drum, so I can see the clutches, and bring me the pump so I can look at that. But one thing I see here, but I want to get up close so you guys can see this. These regulator bores tend to wear out. And let me see if I can get the valve out, because the valve, if you can see the regulator valve, you know, all the coating is gone, it's all worn out here. So this is this valve is pretty shot, and I want to put this back in, and I want to show you guys. I want to get up nice and close to the regulator valve and show you how it moves when it really shouldn't move. So let me just kind of zoom in on this thing. Just give me 1 second. All right, so what I want to show you guys is this valve actually moves, you know, in the bore. So I wanted to kind of show you here, if you can catch that movement. You know, this thing should not be moving at all, and this is side-to-side movement, and that's pretty bad. So I just wanted to show you that. And what I put in here is, this is pretty much a drop-in replacement from Transgo, and this works pretty good with worn bores because the lands are larger, and it's going to grab the valve. The land, you know, the valve will sit in a different position, and the lands are much longer, so spots on the bore that are not worn out is where kind of the valve is going to sit, and this actually works pretty good even on barely worn valve bodies. So I want to switch the valve. You saw the movement in that one. Let's take one look at it again. Let me push it back in. Okay, so, all right, so the valve is in. You can see the movement here. All right, now let's switch the valve out. All right, this is just a drop-in replacement. Okay, so this is all the way in. Now I'm going to grab this thing, and I got absolutely no movement at all. None whatsoever. Up, down, side to side, I got nothing. So we're going to go ahead and put this valve in, and I guess we'll put this back together. So when you're using the Transgo kit, it also comes with, you use the boost valve over again, and you use this original spring, and in the Transgo kit you get the valve, you get a new spring seat, and a new like little bumper spring. Alright, so let me just back out And I guess we can start putting this together. I still have to wash up a couple of the parts, but let's put the valve train back in, and then I'll wash everything up and we can put the pump together. All right, so let's see if I can maybe just back out. Okay. See how that works. All right, so I'll turn this thing upward. You gotta get, let me get a scribe here. Okay. So we're gonna put the spring seat on. Oops. Okay, spring seat is on. We'll put the large spring in. Okay, the little bumper spring is gonna go in. We have an O-ring here. Put a little grease on that. And I believe this goes in this way. That is back in with the new regulator valve. Okay, so that's good. Now I just want to clean up the rotor and the vanes and we'll put this back together. So this got changed, and this little bumper spring got changed. And this valve, if you look at it, thing is really worn down. Okay, so let me just clean up real quick the other items, and I guess what we could do is just put this back together real quick. All right, so I'll be back in a few. All right, so I got everything cleaned up, and I just want to show you guys the kit I use real quick. It's Transgo, and this is the full kit. Here's the instructions. But what you can do with this kit, it comes with installation tools for the forward clutch pistons, because you can't install any of these pistons on 5L40E pretty much without the installation tools. And to buy the actual installation tools, I think that they're over $1,000, but Transtar rents, has a set, and they rent it out, whenever you get one of these units. Also, for the actuator feed limit valve, here is the reamer to put the oversized valve in, with a couple of springs there. So, and it comes with also the pressure regulator valve. I think it comes enough maybe for 5 units, I'm pretty sure. So here's the full kit, and then once you run out of the valves from the full kit, then you just buy the refill kit, which comes with, I think, 5 and 5 again. So it's pretty great tool to have. I do the actuator feed limit valve because that's also a problem, and the pressure regulator valve on every unit that comes through the door here. So that's just like a given. It definitely has to get done for for it to work properly. I feel. Okay, so here is the bell housing. All right, we're going to start putting this thing together. I'm going to get a little further away so you guys can see what I'm doing, but for now, let me back it out a little bit. Okay. All right, so here is the pump slide, and you want to make sure this all looks good in here. All right, I got there's an O-ring and a solid ring on the back of this, and I'm going to put the slide seals in. Okay, these aren't the new ones, these are the same ones, but they didn't really give me anything like that, so I gotta just put these back. All right, I don't want the ring to fall out on the bottom. set the slide down. And then we want to put this pivot. That will go there. And then we want to put the slide spring in. Okay, just want to make that spring straight. Let me just grab a screwdriver here. Okay. All right. We'll get the rotor I left over on the other side by the cleaning machine. No, it's not there. Oh, here it is. Covered by the rag. All right, so we're going to put our rotor guide in. That'll find where it goes with the squares. Okay, not that way. Just like that. All right, we got our rings. And we're going to put our vanes in. Put the rotor back the same way. Actually, yeah, that is correct, because it has a rotor guide on it. Still half asleep. Put the vanes in, and then we put the top centering ring on. Okay, we have our ring. All right, we don't want this thing to start up dry. So put some lube there. Okay, stator. All right. So this looks like it's gonna go probably like this. Now, the bolts. I left them over there. Okay, let me run and get the bolts. Definitely need a like a lineup tool. You know, I have a band I'm going to put on it, but I think one of these tool manufacturers, I'm not sure who it is because I don't have the tool. They make it fits around here pretty perfectly and to line the pump up, but you definitely need something. You know, I use the regular bands I use on the, you know, like a 4L60E pump. These two ones here are for, the holes are a little smaller, they're snug, so these are going to be the ones we're going to tighten first. Okay, so let me just get the, I forgot to get the band out. Let me just get that. And we'll put the band around it. We're going to tighten these down. We got larger ones. These are T45s and 27s. I'm going to get everything ready to go. We'll tighten it down, torque it down, and it'll be done. Okay, so I got the band around this thing, so we're going to tighten this up. Okay. All right, now what we're going to do is just run these down, and then we got to torque them down. So these two look like they were probably the lineup ones. So we're going to do these first. And then we're going to do the larger ones, the T45. All right, so now we're going to tighten up around the inside. The larger ones, they want to 16 foot-pounds, and the other ones we're going to do to about 100 inch-pounds. Okay, then we'll go around here. Is this actually? I don't think it's at 100. Feels kind of light. Put our washer on. Take this back off. I want to make sure the pump gear is going to turn. We'll just flip this over real quick. I'm just going to stick a scribe down in where the pump gears are. All right, it's turning nice. Put our rings back on. Okay, and then let me just grab the O-ring. just waiting on the front seal. There's a tab here for this washer, so, you know, can't spin. Just waiting on the front seal, and I guess that's it. So go on here. All right, so that was the fixing up a 5L40E pump out of a 2003 Series BMW. Pretty much addressed the pressure regulator, took the pump apart, cleaned it up, and put it back together. I got the clutches here, so I actually don't even have time to stack anything up, so I'm going to leave it like this. They can take care of the rest, and I got plenty to do here. So I thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and have a great day.